Welcome everyone, Zooba here. I shall be reading the liner notes to the motion picture soundtrack of Irwin Allen's production of The Swarm, music composed and conducted by Jerry Goldsmith. The liner notes were written by the Immortal Tony Habeeb, and this one's for you, Sean. The dim lights of the tiny projection room on the Brothers Warner lot begin to glow brightly. A cacophony of sound is fading into oblivion with other echoes of the past. Seated pensively in the center of the few rows of theater seats are two men who had just seen the completed cut of Irwin Allen's production of The Swarm for Warner Brothers, sans music. One is producer Allen, an Academy Award winner known in motion picture genius circles as the master of disaster. He is quiet, soft-spoken, articulate, a film-making genius whose reserved demeanor belies the fact that he has cinematically tipped over ocean liners, burned down skyscrapers, and in this instant dumped billions of killer bees on hapless Houston, Texas. The other is Jerry Goldsmith, master composer conductor, also an Academy Award winner, a veteran maestro of Hollywood cinema soundstage orchestras, a musical giant with shocking gray hair. "Phew! Phew!" exclaimed Goldsmith. "This is a hell of a film. It has everything: love, pathos, crisis, high drama, and awesome scenes." Allen politely thanked Goldsmith and said, "Now for the music." Producer-director Allen, who nurtured every frame of this colossal production, from the book by Arthur Herzog and the screenplay by Sterling Siliphant to the final cut, slowly began detailing the kind of music he was looking for to enhance this gigantic production. With gestures, he described musical nuances needed to underscore sensitive moments. With uplifted hands, he inferred bigness for scenes, needing crashing crescendos and orchestral strings to musically jab a high point of drama. He concluded by suggesting that, like the lull before the storm, Goldsmith's music must convey a sense of impending disaster. "That's what The Swarm is all about," said Allen. Goldsmith, observing every musical suggestion of the man who made the Towering Inferno and the Poseidon Adventure box office history, nodded in agreement. The two men shook hands and went their way. When Goldsmith returned to the studio some 10 weeks later, he came fully equipped. With him was a 72-piece orchestra composed of some of the greatest musicians ever assembled, and in his hand was the Swarm score. As he snapped the baton on the music stand in front of him and signaled the downbeat for the main title theme, legions of trumpets, trombones, French horns, kettle drums, violins, and woodwinds responded with the memorable music heard on this album. And it's exactly what producer Allen ordered. After all, who could quarrel with the master of disaster?